This is the Jet Airways last month share price graph, which showcases doubling in the share prices in the last 1 month. Wondering how a bankrupt and grounded airline had a sudden surge in the share prices. This video elaborates on how the airlines went from the world's best performing airline to a debt drowning Indian carrier and its revival. Jet Airways was the shining face of the Indian airlines for the 2 decades which offered world-class services. Naresh Goyal founded the company in 1993 by taking the advantage of the newly opened Indian economy and started eating out the majority enjoyed by the Air India. The company offered its shares in an initial public offer in February 2005, making Naresh Goyal a paper billionaire. The airline enjoyed a consistent market share of more than 20% for more than a decade, and soon in 2010 it became the largest airline with a passenger market share of 22.6%. To make the airline a global brand, Jet Airways sold its 24% stake to Etihad, a UAE-based airline, for $379 million after the government allowed investment by foreign airline in Indian carriers up to 49% in September 2012. With such a smooth journey of the airline, which wooed many loyal customers, what led to the airline go from riches to rags? The trouble started with the entry of low-cost airlines, SpiceJet and Indigo. Given that Indians are extremely value-conscious, where they are willing to sacrifice comforts such as free food, India is termed as low-cost carrier market. The no-frill model of these airlines allowed them to cut costs and drive down the ticket prices, providing India's price-conscious flyers with extremely cheaper alternatives. This is shown in the graph, which depicts the majority of the market share is owned by the low-cost airlines. Jet Airways bought Air Sahara in 2007 to provide low-cost carrier and compete with these airlines. It switched to the brand JetLite and later changed its name to Jet Connect, but an airline with a high cost base couldn't afford such a shift, making its loyal customers to shift to other full-service airlines. Because of this, Jet had to write off its entire investment of Air Sahara. Costly purchase of airlines, cutthroat competition with the budget airlines, and fluctuating crude oil prices led to the mounting losses of the Jet Airways and racking up debt reportedly worth $1.2 billion. And the things went from bad to worse in 2019 when the airline was forced to start grounding its plane because of the inability to pay aircraft leasing companies, and the jet wings were finally clipped. In June 2019, SBI took the airline to the NCLT. Claims made by the financial creditors, operational creditors and employees were ballooned to over Rs 40,000 crores, out of which claims to the tune of 15,525 crores only has been admitted by the resolution professional. The Jet Airways insolvency process has progressed to the next step, with the resolution professional submitting the winning resolution plan to the NCLT on November 5th. London-based the Colra Capital and the UAE businessman Murari Jalan have combined got the majority of the votes from the lenders. They are planning to invest only 1,000 crores in Jet Airways as working capital and another 1,000 crores to creditors over the next 5 years. This means the lenders will have to compromise with this deal on their exposure. Let us see